Change. Change is something that we've all been through. Whether you're young, you're old, you're financially stable or not, homeless, shelter, no matter who you are, where you're from, what your upbringing is, change is going to happen in your life. And a lot of the times, you're not ready for that change. These changes in life can be something that is something minor, or it can be something major. You know, it could be something like you lost 20 bucks, dang. Or it could be something like you lost a loved one. Or you and your girlfriend or your boyfriend broke up. Or, you know, you stopped talking to a friend or something like that. There's many changes that can happen in life. And the biggest thing is, how do you react to those changes? Now, I've went through a lot of changes in my life. I currently live in like a decent sized home, and usually the house that I live in, and this relates with a lot of people, that usually the house they live in typically determines how hard their life is, right? And I want to say that's not the case. You know, I haven't always been living like this. It's honestly a blessing, thanks to my stepdad, that we're even in such a nice house. But I've went through some hardships, and I've went through a lot of changes. And I noticed that the changes that I went through have changed me as a person in ways that I couldn't imagine. You see, the thing with change is that when it comes, not only are you not prepared for it, but it also happens so fast, you know. And another thing with change in your life is that despite how you may feel about it, nothing is coincidental. There's no such thing as a coincidence. Everything was planned out, and the timing that it hit you on was the timing that it was supposed to hit you. Now, I have went through some big changes this year. I think in 2024, I've went through the most changes that I've went through in 1 year compared to the 4 years since I graduated college. Since I graduated high school. I graduated high school back in 2020. It's currently 2024, so it's been 4 years since I graduated high school, and a lot has changed during that time. But this year has changed the most for me. It changed more than the 4 years of me being out of high school. I recently got out of a relationship. We known each other for 6 years, and we dated for 4. And, you know, things were kind of rocky. I always had a feeling, like, I always knew, you know, I had a feeling something would happen, right? And I knew that something was coming down the road, but I didn't expect this. And so it's just, everything happened so suddenly, and it just completely shifted me, you know? Because the biggest thing with changes is it depends on the type of change you're going through. For me, I went through a relationship change from being in a relationship to being single, you know? Even though I was, you know, kind of focused on my purpose, my real purpose was making my girl happy. You know what I'm saying? It was making her happy, making sure she's straight, making sure she feels good. And that's something that's toxic, because when you don't get that happiness despite your efforts and despite what you do in that relationship, it leaves gives you like an empty box, I would say, empty vessel. So it's like you would have all these ups, like when she's happy, you'd have all these ups, super high ups. But when you're doing all these things and she's still not happy, or like y'all go on a date and you're noticing like she's giving you a little attitude or something, then it's super low. And so can you imagine how I felt after we weren't together anymore? You know, I felt super empty. I felt drained. I felt diminished. But that change, because I would ask myself, why now? Like, why now? Like, you know, I'm going through, I got all this debt. I gotta focus on IT, and I gotta do all these things. Why are you hitting me with this now? Like, the timing is the worst timing ever. But then as I start looking from the outside in, I start realizing that the timing was flawless. I have debt. I have to focus on my IT career. I have to focus on my purpose. So I was forced, God forced me out of that situation. And at first it hurt a lot. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm still hurting. But at the same time, I gotta realize that these changes are also such a blessing to me, because now I'm able to find my own purpose, you know, and make myself happy and do the things that I like to do, instead of worrying about, you know, what she's doing or what she wants to do or what makes her happy. So going back to my topic, with these changes, you can't let them kill you, okay? You can't let them make you feel like your life is over. There's no point in living. There's no point in working towards this or working towards that because of that change. You have to keep pushing through. You have to keep pushing through. Because the thing is if you don't keep pushing through, then at the end of the day, you're just letting yourself down. And you are the most important person in your life. So you letting yourself down is no different than you letting someone that you care about the most down, or someone you love the most down, right? So when you go through these changes, try your best not to fall into bad habits of smoking or drinking or doing things that hurt yourself, because it's like taking painkillers, right? Let's say you have a hurt finger or a hurt knee, and you keep popping painkillers for that, but you don't do anything to fix it. You don't do any stretches. You don't go see a doctor. You just keep popping them painkillers. Eventually, once you run out of painkillers, you're just back in pain, you know? Another quick sideline. When I first got out the relationship, I was smoking a lot. I wasn't drinking that much, but I was doing a lot to numb the pain, you know? And one day, you know, I'm just in my office sitting there, and I'm sober, because you know you can't be doing that at the office. So I'm sober, just working, and then out the cut, it all just hits me, you know? And I was thinking to myself, like, it's been a while. Why am I still feeling all this pain? Why am I still feeling this and that? And I realized that, you know, me trying to numb my pain, and when I speak about this, I speak for everybody. You trying to numb your pain it's not gonna help you. It may help you in the moment, but in the long run, it's not gonna help you. When you go through changes, face them head on. Face the changes head on. Accept the change, despite how hard it is. I know it may feel like your life is ending. I know it may feel like the whole world is crumbling around you. I know it feels like the walls are closing in, but you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. You're You're gonna move on. You're gonna find things that you like to do. And you're gonna keep doing those things. And those things will eventually help you adjust to the new change. And then maybe you'll start to realize that maybe the change was for the better. Just a thought. So the next time you go through a hard change or something difficult in your life, please excuse my dog whining. She's doing the most right now. But the next time you go through change or you go through something difficult in your life, think to yourself, think about how you're going to react to this change and how you're going to continue your life during this change. Because when you go through a change, you have two choices, okay? You could either let the change you, or you can let the change propel you, okay? And so when I say let the change you, obviously changes are always going to change you, but I mean change you in a negative way. You become a slob, you stop doing what you like to do, you stop going to the gym or playing video games if you like playing video games, or you stop going outside and going on hikes. You stop doing all those things. Don't let the change do that to you. No matter how hard it is, don't let it do that to you. Let it propel you. Let it propel you in life. You know, use this as an opportunity, or think of this in a way that you have a lot more free time, right? You have a lot more free time. You have a lot more time to do what you like to do. You no longer have to spend any money on anybody else. You no longer have to do things for anybody else. Do things for you. What do you like to do? What do you want to do? What do you want to do with your life? So, with that being said, don't let these changes destroy you. Don't let them hurt you too bad. Because at the end of the day, life is full of changes, and if you can't handle this one change, then you're in for a long one. But that's it for this video. I appreciate you guys for watching. I created this channel I would talk to myself a lot, and I always felt like I gave a lot of good advice, but didn't really have anywhere for it to go. Didn't really have any type of outlet. So I would watch a lot of YouTubers that would also do something similar to what I'm doing right now, which is just sitting down and just talking about how you can better yourself. So I decided to pick that up because I do want to do YouTube, but I want to do it in a way that's not too time consuming and not too stressful. Because right now I have a lot on my plate. So me just sitting down and talking to you guys, it's therapy for me. And hopefully you can learn a thing or two by watching my videos. I may not be the best with pronouncing my thoughts right now because I'm still getting used to talking in front of a camera again, but hopefully I get better over time. I just want you guys to know that I appreciate you guys, and everything that I talk about on this channel will be from experience. I'm not going to take the time to look anything up. I'm not going to write any script or anything like that. Everything is going to come from the top of my noodle. Another reason why I wanted to start this channel is because I need an outlet for my emotions. Right now, I'm holding a lot of stuff, and I just need somewhere to put it out there. And I just need someone to talk to. But I have people to talk to. Don't get me wrong on that. However, it's just different when you're talking to a person because, you know, they can get tired of, you talking about your situation and get tired about you talking about that girl or the person that died or whatever. Or they could look at you and judge you for what you did. But in here, I'm just talking to a camera, and the camera's gonna look at you the same no matter what you do. Whether you do something good or commit a whole crime, it's just gonna look at you the same. And that's something to appreciate. But yeah, so I'm kind of rambling, but the biggest thing is I want to make this YouTube channel as advice for myself. The best way to learn is through teaching. And so by me teaching essentially myself, or you guys, whoever decides to join me on this journey, I am also speeding up the process of me learning how to get over these things and how to live a better life. So really, this YouTube channel is for myself and an outlet, but if you join me on the journey, it'll be greatly appreciated. This is day 1 out of 365. I'm gonna do my best to upload every day for 365 days. Some days, like today, I'll have a topic to talk about. Other days, I may not, and I'll just talk to talk. But regardless of that, I appreciate you guys for watching. If you made it this far, please consider subscribing and liking the video. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.